No one ever tells you how quiet a big house can feel when love is missing. And no amount of money can prepare a father for the fear of leaving his child alone in that silence. This is a story about a man who thought cameras would protect his son, but instead, they revealed something far more powerful than fear, kindness. Ethan Caldwell was a self-made millionaire living just outside Seattle. He built his tech company from nothing and sold it for more money than he ever imagined. His house sat on a quiet hill, modern and beautiful, with glass walls and endless space. But inside that house lived a pain no success could heal. Ethan's 8-year-old son, Noah, had been paralyzed from the waist down after a tragic car accident 2 years earlier. Since that day, Ethan's life changed completely. Meetings didn't matter. Money didn't matter. All that mattered was Noah. Noah was bright and curious, but the accident had taken more than his ability to walk. It had taken his confidence. He spoke less. He smiled less. And when Ethan had to travel for work, the guilt felt unbearable. That's why Ethan hired a live-in maid and caregiver named Maria. Maria was quiet, in her early 30s, with kind eyes and a gentle voice. She came highly recommended. Still, Ethan couldn't shake his fear. He worried about Noah being neglected, mistreated, or ignored when no one was watching, so he did what many wealthy people do when fear takes over. He installed hidden cameras. They were small, carefully placed in the living room, the kitchen, and the hallway near Noah's room. Ethan told himself it was just for safety. Just to check in once in a while at first. That's all he did. Late at night, in hotel rooms or empty offices, Ethan would open the security app on his phone. He watched Maria prepare meals, help Noah into his wheelchair, clean the house. Everything looked fine. Professional. Normal. Almost too normal. One night, after a long and exhausting business trip, Ethan opened the app again. It was late. The house lights were dim. The living room camera showed Maria sitting on the floor. Noah was there too. Ethan leaned closer to the screen. Maria wasn't on her phone. She wasn't watching TV. She was sitting cross-legged on the carpet, with Noah in front of her. She held 2 wooden spoons in her hands. Noah had 2 metal bowls turned upside down. They were laughing. Maria tapped a rhythm on the bowls, slowly at first. Noah copied her. When he missed a beat, she laughed, not in a mocking way, but the kind of laugh that says, "It's okay. Try again." Then something unexpected happened. Noah laughed too, not a small smile. Not a polite grin. A full, open laugh Ethan hadn't heard in over a year. Ethan felt his chest tighten. The next day, Ethan watched more. He saw Maria reading to Noah in silly voices. He saw her patiently help him with physical therapy exercises, encouraging him even when he was tired. He saw her sit beside him during thunderstorms, holding his hand because Noah was afraid of loud noises after the accident. But the moment that changed everything came one afternoon. Ethan watched as Maria carried Noah into the backyard. She set up a small art table under a tree. Noah looked frustrated. He dropped a paintbrush, clearly upset that he couldn't bend to pick it up. Ethan's heart sank. He expected Maria to quickly fix it and move on. Instead, she knelt down and looked Noah in the eyes. "You're allowed to be angry," she said softly, "but you are not broken." She helped him grip the brush again and guided his hand. Together, they painted a messy, colorful picture. Maria clapped like it was a masterpiece. Noah beamed. That night, Ethan sat alone in his dark office, tears running down his face. He realized something painful and beautiful at the same time. While he had been trying to protect his son with money and technology, Maria had been protecting him with time, patience, and love. The cameras didn't reveal danger, they revealed kindness. When Ethan returned home, he didn't mention the cameras. Instead, he watched Noah more closely. His son was talking more. Laughing more. Asking Maria to stay in the room while he fell asleep. One evening, Ethan finally sat down with Maria. "I owe you an apology," he said quietly. "I didn't trust easily." Maria smiled gently. "I understand," she said. "You're a good father. You're just scared." Ethan nodded. "Thank you for seeing my son. Not his wheelchair. Not his limits. Just him." Maria's eyes filled with tears. "That's all any child wants." A few weeks later, Ethan removed every hidden camera. He replaced them with something better. Presents. He adjusted his schedule. He spent more evenings at home. He joined Maria and Noah on the floor, tapping rhythms on bowls, laughing at missed beats. And Noah, he began to heal in ways no doctor could measure. Not because someone fixed his legs, but because someone fixed his heart. Kindness doesn't always come in loud gestures or grand moments. Sometimes, it looks like sitting on the floor sometimes, it sounds like patient laughter sometimes, it feels like being seen when you feel invisible. If this story touched you, remember, kindness is powerful, and when you choose it, you never know whose life you might change. This is Kindness. Lights go out today and be someone's light.